For a long time, people tried to explain this concept to me. I heard the words, I saw the diagrams, but I didn't really get it. So if this feels like a hard idea to wrap your head around at first, that's normal. Let me show you what finally made it click, using a real example happening live. We start with just two words, business loans, that's it. Two simple words that look broad, vague, almost meaningless on the surface. Now, instead of putting that into ChatGPT, we put it straight into Shadow Query software. And this is where things get interesting. The moment Shadow Query runs, you'll see auto-suggested follow-up terms appear. 2 or 3 phrases that naturally branch off from those original words. These aren't random suggestions. They're the directions the AI believes the search should expand into next. Now, inside Shadow Query, we take each of those suggested terms and run them individually. And as the software works in the background, something important happens. Shadow Query reveals the hidden search phrases the AI actually generates when it's trying to answer a question about business loans. Not short keywords, not guesses, real, very long-tailed phrases, usually 2 to 5 at a time. You'll see things like funding options for startups, how to apply, eligibility requirements, collateral, credit scores, grants, venture capital, and location-specific variations like Australia. These are the internal searches the AI believes it must run to give a useful answer. This isn't theory, you're watching it happen live inside the software. Now here's where it gets powerful, we don't stop there. We take the first of those revealed shadow queries and we put that back into Shadow Query again. The software runs and you'll see a different set of long-tailed queries appear. Not repeats, not slight variations, different angles, different validation paths, different checks. And when you repeat this process again and again and again, patterns start to emerge. At this point, I want you to look at the business loans results on screen. Remember, all of this started from just 2 words, but now we're seeing detailed intent around startup funding, unsecured loans, no revenue businesses, application processes, government grants, venture capital, angel investors, and regional requirements. No one typed all of this in, the AI inferred it. This is the part most people miss. People don't search with perfect clarity, they start with a compressed phrase. Business loans is not the intent, it's the trigger. What Shadow Query reveals is the intent forming underneath that phrase. And when you collect enough of these Shadow Query chains, the real meaning becomes obvious. Here's what the data is telling us. When someone searches business loans, what they actually mean is, I need funding for a startup or new business. I'm not sure what I qualify for. I may not have revenue yet. I may not have collateral. I need to understand my options. And I need a path that works. That insight isn't guessed. It's reconstructed from the AI's own reasoning process. That's inference. Inference means understanding what someone is about to need before they ask for it clearly. Not after they click, not after they compare, not after they fill out a form, before. At the moment, intent is still taking shape. This is why we call this inference marketing. And this is exactly what the Golden Vein method does. It maps intent upstream. It finds the pressure points before the market phrases them cleanly. That's why this works when traditional SEO doesn't. SEO reacts, inference leads. For online marketers, this changes everything. You're no longer guessing what pages to build. You're no longer hoping traffic converts. You're no longer chasing trends. You already know what questions are coming next, what objections must be answered, what comparisons will be made, what blockers need to be removed before your audience even realizes they're asking. Every business loan screen grab you're seeing is proof. Proof that intent leaves a trail. Proof that AI systems already follow it. And proof that you can position ahead of it. This isn't about keywords. It's about intent visibility. It's about reading demand while it's still forming. It's about showing up as the obvious answer because you understood the question first. That's inference marketing. And once you see it, you can't unsee it.